Well, I'm 2 minutes late because it took me 2 minutes to uncover the microphone. How about that? Okay. This is Trader Talk time. I've got too much here to read. We have a couple reports to have. Chip is loving being here. She has a good down and weight, but needs work on stay. Does not like to load up in car, but likes to ride once inside. Still pulls during walks. And she... Well, I don't have any advice. Doesn't like to load up. Why would a dog not want to load up in a car? Well, there are a couple things. Did they ever, if they've got a harness on or something, did they ever hit the harness on the top of the car as they jumped in? That'll slow them all up. Or if you're loading them in the back hatch deal, did they ever miss and just sort of land on their chest cage? Because if they've done either one of those things, then you're kind of stuck with a dog for life that hesitates to get in the car. So you try not to let that happen. Henry had a great time in the snow this morning. I let him off leash to frolic, and he had a good run around. His recall isn't immediate, but I can tell that he knows what to do, and eventually he does come. He just likes to make me wait when he finds a really good thing to smell. I'm going to train recall off leash with some spoon feeding snacks when it's nicer out. We're having a nice time. Henry especially likes taking naps in our much smaller dog's bed. I'd be open to meeting with a trainer and get some tips. I can come to the farm or meet someone else. Either way. Also, we are low on the milk, treats. Do you have any more? Well, yes, of course we have a few thousand more. So I will go and put that in your mailbox. I need to know, if you're listening, I need to know but you have two mailboxes out at the end of the driveway. Large and small. Which one do you look at? And I probably should get you some wet food also. As for meeting with a trainer, I bet you and Devin would have a good time. So I'll see if I can't in the next week, get Devin to go over there and be of some help. The other advice I had on Henry, when they're running around and having a good time and you're calling them and they're not paying any attention, usually that's because you are kind of going toward the dog and thinking, oh, come on, let's go. You can't go toward the dog. But if you turn around and walk like you're going back to the car, I bet she'd follow you. Dogs, when you can't catch a loose dog, you can't chase them because that doesn't work, because that becomes a game and they run away or scared or whatever. But if you turn around and walk the other way, very often they'll sort of fall in behind you and just say, okay, here we go. So that's my advice on that one. That was Charlotte. And now this is Cosmo. That I think is Laura. He's going upstairs, has a problem whining, and she says pace. She means that's how fast she's going. She does not mean he's pacing, I hope. Pacing is the quickest thing for a dog to become a perfect pet. Pacing is when the same legs on the same side move forward at the same time. Does that make sense? Yes. You try it when you're walking. When you walk diagonally, when your left foot goes forward, your right arm does. So try doing it the other way, and you see you get this funny swing to it. I think any dog that paces, which is that swing deal, I think that's a structural abnormality, and that's why I give away any dog that paces. I have never seen a dog in a dog show pacing. So although I'm the one that I don't like it, I know that guy, they're just lovely dogs. Perry was a perfect pacer. Nice, lovely dog, but paced. There was somewhere else I was going to go with that. Oh, that's the talk about veterinarians. George loves it when I do this. You take a dog in for a vet check or whatever, and they look in the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ear end, the back end, the front end, all that sort of thing. And they say, okay, he's fine, and off you go. That's exactly what happened to the woman in Germany. They never watched the dog move. You would never do that with a horse. Stand him in the alleyway and look at his eyeballs. No. You trot him out and see what he moves like. Well, they don't do that with dogs. They never do that with dogs. That's how that last dog from Germany had 3 legs. The 4th leg was deformed. And nobody picked it up, including the woman who owned the dog. Because dog people just don't watch the way animals move. And they don't watch for this pacing. Now, I don't want to call whatever, but I wander around this Explore camera quite a bit, and the one that I watch a bit is, because I know her, is Lou Picard over at ECAD. I watch the people training their dogs, and they, I don't know, I personally don't call that training, but nonetheless, they're moving them around in a room. And it seems to me like almost 50% of her dogs pace. And I know full well that a lot of the Goldens and Labs are beginning to have trouble with structural soundness. And I don't think anybody has watched them move. Veterinarians dog vets just don't. So when I came to have to really analyze that dog from Germany, George thought it was a little weird. He didn't have the terminology even to deal with. So I got Brian over here. Now Brian's a horse vet. And he pegged it immediately. He said, back leg, and he said this, that, and the other thing, this bone, that bone, this isn't working. He wrote it up, he knew what he was talking about. Dog veterinarians don't ever even think of that. So this pacing thing is really one of my pet peeves. We do not have a dog on the property at the moment that paces. And that's one thing that I do when I ride around and sit and do nothing, is I watch dogs. I watch dogs to make sure they're not pacing. Doesn't happen very often, but it happens. And I think a lot of times they get hurt as a puppy or whatever. They just start pacing and they just keep it up. The other thing I watch is to make sure they can stand on their hind legs. They can stand at that table to eat their dinner. They can stand at the fence. But that's the end of that. They're not supposed to stand and put their feet on your shoulders. Okay, I'll continue to spout on something else. Cosmo. Oh, that's what started me off with pacing. This is Cosmo still. Recall is really good today. We worked on the stairs a lot. He's great at going downstairs to the point there was once we went down and he was right with me step by step without a leash or anything. Going upstairs, he seems to struggle a bit more. All right, let's make sure his back end is okay. Going upstairs, he'd struggle a bit. At the beginning of the day, he was leaning on me to get up to another step, which I found a little odd. All right, anything you find that's odd, we got to figure out. But we worked through it, and he was better by the end. He struggles the most with the wood floor stairs in my house. There are about 15 steps to go up. I think it's a little slippery, but we have been working on it, and it's getting better. It could be he's scared, but whenever a dog does something odd, you want to figure out why. Because there's always something that makes them do it. It's not just, they don't dream up oddities like people do. They're a lot more reasonable. Okay, now this is from Lori. Just checking to, okay, this is not about dogs. Just checking to see if the backpack vac, will make its way back to the barn soon, or if I should just keep using the canister one from the laundry. Also, we need a couple light bulbs, according to Grace. That's from Lori D., who's been working very hard in the barn lately. The canister vac the backpack she's talking about is the one I bought because it's the vac that's used in Mass General and over here at New England Biolabs. It's a great vacuum. You wear it on your back, and you're not dragging a cord, whatever. It's a battery pack. However, to make it go, you have to remember to plug it in. To charge the battery. This stretches everybody's imagination sometimes, but nonetheless, it's a great vacuum. And Lori was the one that figured out maybe it needed new filters, so she ordered the filters that I began to get and couldn't understand what they went to. And it was the vacuum cleaner. So Lori is our vacuum cleaner lady. And that's all I have in that stuff today. And it's 2 minutes of 5, so we will now open the mail. Won't we, Linda?
We will.
You going to have some dinner?
I am not.
You going to take some home? Oh, you have your own.
I do.
How is it?
It's good. I just had the shrimp and risotto one.
Uh-huh.
Delicious.
He's a good cook. This is Mike, Chef Mike. Nice man. I didn't ask you how much it cost you. Did I ask you how much it cost you?
My groceries were $50, and it was $130.
I don't know. That's why I have to add mine up too, because I had a short order on Tuesday, and I don't know if he charged me any different. When he does the Friday order, it's $150.
Oh.
But that's four items, 5 of each. 20 meals. And my groceries ought to be more. He doesn't put enough meat in mine. I've got to speak to him.
I got 12 meals.
Huh?
I got 12 meals.
12
and
meals.
mine had enough of everything, I think, because my quantity was less.
Yeah.
Four times. 4 times 4. No, I got 14 meals.
14 meals.
Look at her.
It's a good deal.
Look at her.
Plus the fact, I know, he's thrilled. Plus the fact, since he's going to the market, I can usually ask him to pick up one thing with him,
Oh.
which works out really well. Like I was out of Excedrin. He picked it up. The week before, I asked him to get a bag of onions. So, you can do that. That worked out because I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
He's already there. It works out very nicely. Okay, we're now going to open the mail. I've got a couple in here I don't know who they're from, which makes it much more exciting. Okay, your cause. Oh, stop it. She has a way of being very annoying. Millie does. This check represents donations of educational testing service. Okay. When I get these, I have no idea who these are from. Do you ever find out who they are or whatever?
If I can, yeah. Sometimes they remain.
Oh, I see here at the bottom. This is Nancy's Salon.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay, I always put it in the thing and say, Linda will figure it out. Don't get near my bucket. This is Guion Miller, Henderson, Nevada. Okay. Oh my word. That's a big one. Hello, Carlene. Thank you for all your hard work. The good news is I now get 3 weeks to the gallon on my car. What? I now get 3 weeks to the gallon on my car. Guion. You wouldn't want to explain that to us any further, would you? Linda, you hear that?
No.
The good news is I now get 3 weeks to the gallon on my car.
Gas is cheap. She doesn't drive a lot.
Three weeks to the gallon doesn't have anything to do whether it's cheap or expensive.
Right. But she doesn't drive a lot. If she only goes 1 gallon in 3 weeks, maybe she just goes to the supermarket and back.
I don't know. 3 weeks to the gallon. Okay, at any rate, that's 5 bricks. Donna will come along and do this hopefully someday soon. 3 weeks to the gallon. Well, if she gets like, even a little car, 30 miles to a gallon,
Yeah.
she's really, I put more miles than that going around the yard. Okay, this is from somebody else here. Network for Good. Oh, goody. You'll notice I have this way to do this now. I go all the way up here and then shove it through the end at the same time. And that breaks that corner so it doesn't get stuck. And it's easier to take it out of there. Aren't I good at that? Okay. Network for Good. $10. $10 and 2 pieces of paper. Network for Good. Someone created a Facebook fundraiser for you. Why am I receiving donates from Network for Good? The most common reason is somebody created a Facebook fundraiser for you. Someone donated to you through their employer. You're already using the fundraising software. Well, I'm delighted to get the $10. I'm not too sure about this Facebook thing. Not too. I'll take the $10, thank you, but I don't really know. This is a phone bill. Please return the top portion with your check. Make it payable. That's the first time I've seen that. $44.01. Where do they get that from? Let's just look that up for fun. Monthly service charge, $37.99. Previous invoice amount, $44 and a penny. This time it's $44. So you do to get the penny. Preferred health and safety package is $34.99. Text and picture message is $3. Well, I don't know. I don't know how many minutes I get on this thing. It would be nice if they... It said I had 50 calls. I don't talk on long. It must have been, I don't know. Apparently I get 99 minutes. I didn't go over it, whatever it was. Disability access 911 services, $1.50. Federal surcharge, 73 cents. Mass sales tax, non-local, is $1.03. Regulatory cost recovery charge, I wonder what the hell that is. $2.75. Regulatory cost recovery charge, $2.75. Well, here we go. I was allowed 600 minutes and 300 text minutes. Get out of here.
Ooh, Benny.
Oh, I see. I was allowed 600 minutes, and I used 99. That's talking, okay. And then I had 300 text minutes, text whatever, and I used 274 of those. and I lost 26. Well, that's not terribly exciting. That's not very exciting. I'll put that in Linda's pot. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ah. Okay, Duluth, Georgia. Somebody. Watch. Woof. See how that's done? We got a little piece of paper. That's upside down. Book and brick. Okay, so the brick's got to go on the paper. The book and the brick, that goes in there. She'll find that. Please send me a signed book copy and a chicken brick. Lynn. Okay, that goes in here. And she ought to get the book off the... You get all books off the checks, right? Of course you do. Okay, this is from Jan. 4:15. And we have here, put that over there. Maybe somebody will get the trash empty pretty soon. And that goes in the dollar in the pot. Then, Snapple fact. Napoleon suffered from a fear of cats. Huh. My theory on why people fall out of bed has been debunked. Oh, that was terrible. The only one-syllable state is Maine. Really? They're probably right. Somebody probably studied that. Okay, and then this is the giving fund. This could be exciting. Get out of here. Get out of here. SEI Giving Fund. Huh. Carrie and Marcia Kangas Charitable Fund. $250. Well, isn't that very nice? Client executive. Donor amount. Carrie and Melissa and Marcia Kangas Charitable. Isn't that lovely? Thank you very much. They always ask all these things about whether we're going to do this, that, or the other thing. We're not just going to do anything besides try and keep our head above water. Okay, this is Leahy Hospital and Medical Care. Oh. This is the hospital, medical service I go to. In this time of unprecedented uncertainty, I want to personally reassure you that the doctors, nurses, and entire medical staff provide the kind of high-quality working round the clock, and then you turn the page, and it says urgent appeal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that at all. Furthermore, it's Beth Israel. That's in Boston. I don't go to Beth Israel. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do that one. Okay, and this is from somebody else. I hate to say it, but I wish I had a pair of scissors. This could be a problem. I had a pair of scissors. I'd be a bit better off here. There we go. What else there? Oh my heavens. Okay. Hi, Carlene. I recently got these for myself and my mom. They're nice. Hope you can use them. Sandra Fisher from Tucson, Arizona. Well, isn't that lovely? I had these once. I used them so often they got dull, so I threw them out. There's some fresh ones to start with. There we go. There we go. And that's very sharp in there. Look at that. Okay. Well, we'll give it a try. Put them in there with that. All right, we did that. I don't have anything more. That's it. Okay, so now we got to go over here and see whether we have any questions. Ooh. Um, isn't that odd? Huh. This circle, when I dial into this thing, the circle goes this way, which would be clockwise. When I, in the morning, when I do that daily doggy, and I click on the thing and constant contact, it goes the other way. Interesting. Okay, so now what do we got for questions? Comments. There's the comments. Okay. Along with all your dogs, Carlene, Millie has beautiful markings. She has lovely markings. That's not what a great harlequin is supposed to look like, though. A harlequin is supposed to look like Bentley. A harlequin is not supposed to have a black that's big enough to be considered a blanket. And these, you know how critical all these markings are with harlequin people. I don't give a rip, but I like to have dog with color on it so I can tell them apart. I don't really care about the spots. Huh. 6 months to the gallon, not going out. That's true. Huh. Oh, okay. It's terrible when people have to explain their jokes to me. I'm taking it literally.
Bye.
Bye. 3 weeks to the gallon. We figured out that she must be just sitting there. Yes, Terry's leg deformity did influence my decision not to breed Millie. And we have a couple other of that German bloodline, so I'm not. I kind of bought those two because they were the harlequin color, and we were short of puppies. And then I was disappointed in that one, so she sent two to take the place of that, etc. I forgot to tell you that Janine was checking to see who was pregnant and got badly kicked. As a matter of fact, I haven't I haven't heard from her today. I don't know whether she's on one leg or two. They, those two really didn't get out too much today. The crock pot is on the counter. Pam has not been in the house. Oh, that probably was Dennis. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay. I guess we did that. Did I answer everything? New Zealand and Bentley and me and Grace and Grace and Millie's looking for a toy. Mail call. Oh, there we go. Hey, I taught in Duluth, Georgia. Okay, B Short did the whiteboard. Will there be a birthday cake tomorrow on the 19th? I don't know. I found toilet paper today, but no cleaning supplies. How are you on this stuff? I don't need any household supplies. No. Grace, Lori, and Dennis are working hard. And Grace more hours than before the corona crisis. Well, I fed them all today. Have I heard from Meat Chipper Steve? No. And today's what, Saturday? No, I haven't heard from him. Hope Janine is okay. Does she see how pregnant? No, she didn't get a chance to look because the donkey kicked her right in the leg. And apparently it's where she got kicked once before. So she said there will be no further pregnancy checks on that donkey. So there. She also said she thought, I don't know how, but she thought there were two more donkeys coming up from heaven knows where, probably pregnant. So we are going to have some pregnancies. I'm not sure we're going to look and check. I don't think Janine cares. She was not around today that I didn't see her. Enjoy your evening and dinner. Is Laura today? Was Laura at the farm? Not. I did not see Laura. It's all we posted, but they can rewind to see it. Who is coming back on Monday? It was so nice to see Linda. Well, we are, I believe, going to be on schedule tomorrow. I made a schedule for everybody. It's relatively normal schedule. Unfortunately, I don't know where it is. But there should be, I think, 3 people on the property at any one time. And always somebody in the barn. We have the trainer split morning to afternoon. And I have people, let's see, today, Saturday, so tomorrow is not Monday. Not last I knew. Sunday. I wonder if Pam may show up tomorrow. This is going to be odd, but to keep not only do we have to keep everybody organized as to where they're doing, what they're doing, and everything like that, but I'm trying to keep the COV business straight. Now, I got Dennis in the top of the training room, so he's fine there. He's doing okay. And that is an official apartment, so he's got everything he needs there. I don't know about television, but he's got a lot of stuff, like coffee and things. Microwave. That's taken up. I don't want to take up the guest house because that's been clean of anybody since Janine moved out, and she's been healthy. So that is a healthy place right at the moment. So I didn't want to move in Pam. Not that we hate Pam, but she has a roommate who's a nurse. Now that's max of trouble. So I've suggested that if she wants to stay over, that she figure out how to stay over in the ICU house. Well, that should be fun. There is a bed there. There's a small quantity of warm water. There's heat. There's light. So if she can make that into a living accommodation, then she's capable of camping out there. There's a desk. I don't know what else there is. But it's very closely associated with the laundry room. There is a shower in the back of the laundry room bathroom, and I don't know whether that shower works or not. There's more hot water in the laundry room building than there is in the ICU. I just don't know but she'll figure, we'll figure it out. She'd be warm and dry and fed. Refrigerator would be over in the tea tent. You know, I mean, there's a way to make it around here. We used to live in a teepee, etc. Okay, so I guess I'm all done. Is that done? Okay. Monday. So if Pam comes in tomorrow, which probably she will, I would think. I've forgotten who's going to come Monday. Donna is going to come 2 days a week instead of 5. Donna lives with her husband alone, so I'm not concerned about contamination there too much. You can always have it, but not too much. And she will work at this desk. I've forgotten who's coming in Monday, but somebody is. If a dog became pregnant, couldn't it deliver in the ICU building? I thought that was one of the reasons the ICU was built. No. It certainly could deliver there. Certainly could deliver there. That's not a problem. But I'm not about to sit down there 24 hours a day. You know, the whelping business goes on for a couple days. And we do like to monitor it if we can. Because Great Danes, they're big. And sometimes they lay down on puppies. So we like to be there to help out. The ICU building is certainly clean, warm, etc., dry, but it's a lot easier to have them up here. Prego Donkey Sunshine is very mean to everyone. So sorry she got Janine. Well, Janine should have known. Can't Pam stay in the guest house? No, I just explained to you. The guest house is, at the moment, COV clean. I'm not sure about Pam because she's got a roommate who's a nurse. So I don't want to contaminate that building. And Pam is also very resourceful. So she should survive very nicely down in the ICU. There's enough around here in the tea tent to survive if you had to. And the barn, but she should do all right in the ICU. Okay, I'm out of here and that's it. Bye. Bye. Going off.